What's up, YouTube and other privileged border towns with internet? This is Devtrast coming at you with Devlog. What is it, number 12 now? Oh my gosh, I don't even know. I think it's number 12. We're going to go with number 12, but who knows? It might be named something else. I think we did number 11 last week. It's been 8 days since I recorded a devlog, okay? You would think that when I tell you that news that I would be saying, oh, you know what? I have a finalized prototype to give to you, because that's why I needed the 8 days, because I was pushing through and I was crunching at the very last minute. But that is the complete opposite of what actually happened. And I think this week was one of the worst productivity weeks I've had in a long time. And no affirmations again. I just did not read the affirmations. I wasn't waking up and doing them. I just wasn't motivated to get on the game, and that's all on me, right? So that's the life of an indie solo dev. I have no accountability whatsoever other than this YouTube video. So I knew I had to make this, and this is not good. But it's also, I think, some insight. If there's any indie devs that are struggling to put work in consistently, I'm sure you can relate to this right now. So my deadline of May 1st has passed. It is May 2nd today. So it was supposed to have it done yesterday, and I got really good progress done in the last couple days. So we'll take a look at that. But let me show you the finished product here. We won't summon the infinite Devtrast quite just yet. Let's go to the game window, because I do want to show you what I have so far. I think I'm really proud of what I got so far. So let's take a look, and let me just make sure that this is streaming correctly. It is perfect. Okay, let's maximize on play. And so since last time, I added several different things. You'll notice, oh man, we got some sick text coming in telling us what is incoming. Pirates incoming. Boom. And then here's our pirates, and boom, they're shooting at me. And look at those bullets. Those bullets are stopping straight on my ship. You know what that is? Those are collision boxes. So I got some collision boxes, and what's going to happen when I shoot back? Oh, buddy, blowing ships up. That's where we're at right now. Yeah, look at us go. Okay. Yeah, see, we still got some more pirates incoming. The one thing that I have is this is basically on a loop to continue to spawn pirates. And so basically there's a set number of pirates that will spawn. And after those pirates spawn, then it shuts off the script, and then it chooses a new event. And so right now, the only event I have it choosing is pirates. So it'll just keep spawning pirates. You know, there's a random number of pirates that are going to spawn. I think it's between 5 and 15 total pirates. And that may seem like a low number, but you got to remember, I got to add health to these pirates as well. So it's not just going to be, they're going to be single shot deaths. So it'll be, you'll be able to shoot them multiple times. And depending on the type of weapon that you have, the type of ship that you're using, if you're using like a mining ship that has a mining laser, obviously it's probably not going to do as much damage as say like, a fighting ship. Or if you have a merchant ship, that'll probably have like the lowest DPS in the game. So that's just an example. So that's what I got so far. And we'll go over the specifics now. So let's summon those infinite Devtrasts. We took way too long to get these guys out here. So let's take a look here. Poof, there they are. Bam, poof. All right, sick infinite Devtrast. That's awesome. Okay. So now we can go to our Excel, our accountability sheet. I did have 1 0 day, but if you'll notice, it's only one. And I do have really, really light work days. Leading up until the 30th, which was the last day before I was set to have my prototype out. And so what happened here is, I recorded Devlog 11. That was last time we spoke. Then I edited and uploaded the next day. That was 2.5 hours. So that was good work. And then the following day, I created the thumbnail. So for those of you that happen to watch the video a day after, I think, or the day of that I uploaded the devlog, there was a brief period of time in there when there was not a thumbnail. So that would have been a rare spawn for you to catch. And if you caught it and screenshot it, well, you can blackmail me later. But right now it has the proper thumbnail on there. So I got that added. Also, I added the invoke repeating to the pirate gun. So you see, as you saw, the pirate shooting continuously, just the one, I think it's once every couple seconds, or I think it's 2 seconds, it'll shoot. And that'll change depending on, like what level of space you're at. At least that's the plan. So, yeah, that's where that's at. Then I added a back to home screen button in space. So, this is one thing that I had not shown you yet. So let's go back to the game view. I'm glad we got to summon the infinite Devtrast and see him for a little bit. So that's good. Yep. Let's go back to our game window here, and as well as adding these pirates in there. Okay, hey, pirates are incoming. That's fine. So they'll come, you'll be mid battle. And like, let's say, I want to have it be that eventually you can leave, you can let this be and you can idle your ship. So there'll be a button for like idle, and you can idle like certain ships if you want certain ships to just idle fire. That's what it's going to do. Or if you leave this screen and you go back to home, that's what this planet is. You click on this and you go back to your home screen. So now, you get your stuff going. So we're just going to assume that we started out this way, right? So you get your gameplay loop started. You buy some drills, you buy some factories, you get a warehouse, so you can create some goods, great. So this is working well. And then you're like, hey, I got enough money or whatever. I decide to go explore some space. So we go and explore space and we come back here. Now, right now, this from space to here is broken. And it currently like stops the script from running. So let me do this, actually. Let me show you from if I were in the other scene, if I were in the home scene. So scene, home, play, Djibouti. Okay. So if we were here and we started our gameplay loop, boom, buy some drills and buy some factories and buy some warehouses. Okay. That's great. So you'll notice we have $14, 52 ore, 2 parts, 1 good, and we go and explore space. So we go and explore space, then it's going to trigger this script. And right now, so going from the home screen to space works well if you have not been in space. But as soon as I go back to the home screen here, so let's kill like 1 or 2 more pirates. Boom. So let's say we go back home. So you'll notice, okay, our ore increased and all these continued on, which is exactly what we wanted. But as soon as I go back to space, what it does is it breaks the script for generating the pirates. And so I'll fix that. And I know how to fix that. So I found this line of code that saved my butt here. Because if I look in, not the space events code, let's go to the other scripts. We just need like the auto ore script, right? The only thing I had to add to keep this running in the background while it had that other scene up was this. Just don't destroy, unload this game object, which is awesome. I mean, that's super lifesaver. Because when I was looking at it, I mean, I was dreading having to continue all the automatic stuff while I was in space and vice versa while I was in space and coming back to the home screen. The reason being is because, I mean, just the preliminary searches I did on Google, it seemed like it was going to be a pretty labor-intensive process. There were like hour-long videos on YouTube about it, and I was like, oh no. And then I found just, keeping stuff going in the background, as long as it's assigned to like an empty game object, you just don't destroy that game object on load, because what happens is when you go between scenes, it destroys all your game objects of your previous scene. So you just tell it, hey, don't destroy it, and then it's good to go. So I was really happy about that. That was a lifesaver. And one thing that I have going on right now in my game, let me switch my views back before I forget to do that. Presentation. So one thing that I am working with right now is all of these things are not sprites. They are just raw images, which I need to change in the future because I plan to animate a lot of this stuff. I plan to animate the planets rotating, the space. I don't know if I'll animate that, but I will definitely have like some animations in there. And like when I'm going into the space scene, then like all these will need to be animated. And I don't think I can do that with a raw image. So the problem is, if you can see right here, so this is a sprite, okay? So you'll see, let me click on this. Okay, this is a sprite, it's Asteroid 1. And so now the next thing is I'm gonna have pirates and I'm gonna have asteroids in my, those are gonna be the 2 main events that you can encounter in space. And then I'm gonna have a planet that you can find in this very first prototype, right? So I have the asteroids pretty close to done, but the problem is they're the only sprite that I have. And the issue I'm finding and the issue that I'm having is that if you notice here, okay, they're in the scene window, but they're not in the game window. And so if I play this, let's not maximize it. If I play this, you'll see, okay, this is rotating. The asteroid is working as intended, but it's not on the game screen. You see it there briefly, okay? So what I'm finding is that if I change this value, the Z value, which is the Z axis, right? if I change that to 675, suddenly I can see it. So what this is telling me is that the original value, the 0Z value, is too close? Yeah, it's got to be too close to the camera originally in its original spawn. And I've played with this. I've played with the camera settings, and I'm seriously stuck. And so this is my next big problem, is how to get sprites to render in my view. And I've messed with the main camera. I've messed with the canvas. So it has to do with the main camera and the canvas, the interaction there. Because I have everything spawning. When I made this Asteroid 1 a prefab, I have it spawning into the canvas. But I don't have it, and I tried to change the Z value for it when I instantiate it, and that doesn't seem to help. It seems to spawn at some weird Z value at like -600 when I tell it to go to 675, and I don't know why it won't instantiate that way. So there's still some other stuff that I have to troubleshoot, but I did get the asteroid stuff, so you can see it in the game window. I will get that running right now. So right now I have it set to only do the pirates, which is this guy right here. So I'm going to set that to the asteroids. We'll do this equal to 11 because it will never be 11. Okay. I'm going to save that. We're going to go back to Unity. Okay. Then we're going to load it. And then you will see the asteroid spawn on the scene screen here. And let me just make sure OBS can see that. See, then you'll see asteroids incoming. Yeah, you guys can see that. And so, yeah, then there's going to be some asteroids. And you'll notice, like, the 2D colliders work great. So you can see in the scene window, the asteroids are working as intended. And so one thing I'm going to play with, if you'll notice, is in the scene window, there's only one asteroid. And I have to, currently, whenever they spawn between 1 or 3 asteroids at the same spawn location. So I just need to change that to be different. And these asteroids are going to drop, I think ores are going to be the main thing that they drop. So it works excellent, but I just can't get them to appear on the game window, which is really, really frustrating. And you'll notice, so I mainly troubleshot that yesterday. It took me 3 hours that I played with asteroids. And I added the scripts in with the collision, which didn't take too long. That took maybe an hour. And I spawned them in successfully, but I could not spawn them within the game view. So I don't know what the problem is here. But getting ever closer. So after I figure that asteroid thing out, then I can add the planet. And so once I figure out how to add the planet, so basically it's going to go through, so many times where it's going to, you're going to find pirates or you're going to find asteroids. And then after X amount of these minor events, then you'll get a major event. So that's when you'll find a planet that you can add to your home screen. And there'll be different things eventually that you can add to your home screen. Those will be like the major events. That's the reason you want to explore space, right? Is to find these things to add to your home screen to increase your resources at home. So that's my next task. And once I can get the planet, so once I figure out asteroids and I add some loot to it, like it'll add some ore. The pirates, I need to figure out their health system. And then the planet, once I figure out how to spawn the planet event and then get it added to the home screen, which I don't imagine will be too hard to do. Then the only thing I think I need to tackle is on the home screen. Yeah, we won't save that. Just having an auto clicker, putting some upgrades in, some initial upgrades for the prototype. I think like having an auto clicker on the planet would be very helpful because cash is really hard to get right now. I will definitely slow down the market stuff because it changes so rapidly right now. And it'll definitely make like a baseline, like it can't go below like, $10 per good or something, especially for the prototype, because I don't ever want it to be that hard in the early game. And then the goods, I think we're okay there. I think I want to add a batching system to that so that you can sell 10 at a time or like 50 or 100 or something like that. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty close. It's really, really close. So I'm stoked. I think in the next couple of weeks. So my next target is going to be May 15th is when I plan to set out the next prototype. So let's hope that I can kick it into gear. And so I'll update my affirmation to say May 15th. And then I got to start saying it. So cheers to all of you for watching. I appreciate it. This is an old fashioned. I'm expressing my inner 40-year-old man and sipping on old fashioned here. Let's take a sip here. Yeah. Woo. All right. God. That hurts almost as much as this week has. So Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I got this week. I did feel good about the last couple of days of progress, and I mean I was able to implement that asteroid thing really pretty quickly. So that gives me some hope. I plan to have like 3 different asteroid sprites that I'm going to throw in there. So there's some variance there, and yeah, that's where we're at. So thank you very much for watching, guys. We will see you next week. And have a great week, great Sunday, great Monday, great Tuesday, Wednesday. Have a okay Wednesday, and a great rest of your week. So thanks, guys. We'll talk to you later.